A show based on the facts, honesty, the man, the myth, the legend, Constitutionalist Joseph M. Leonard.
Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, aka CTP. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard, and that's Leonard. CTP is your no muss, no fuss, just me, you, and occasional guest type podcast. Really appreciate you tuning in. As Graham Norton would say, let's get on with the show! Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Constitutionalist Politics. I have with me today DPB, as he's known, and that stands for David Paul Brooks, though I was going to joke with him. Does that stand for Disco Party Band?
It actually has a deeper meaning, even though it is my initials.
Oh.
It also means destiny, purpose, blessed. My whole goal is for people to find their destiny, purpose, so they can be blessed. So there you go.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm glad I went. I normally, I just joke for the sake of joking, because, you know, things are so serious. We've got to keep a sense of humor. And the other thing I was going to joke with you is maybe it's Dad's part-time bounty. Yeah, it's like your side hustle job. But no, it's you, your real job. Hey. Don't know how to respond to that, huh?
I know, because for kids to remember it, and young ones, they call me David Peanut Butter.
Oh,
so they never forget. Because I could be on a stage and somebody would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, just call me DPB all day long." As soon as they get on stage, BDP, PDP, DPD. And I'm like, "This is how you're gonna always remember it, David Peanut Butter."
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And I was going to say, right, again, it's David Paul Brooks. But the other last joke I was going to say is you shortened it because it's just consonants that way, because you're a vowel hater. You hate vowels, don't you? Come on, own up to it.
Yeah, I do.
At any rate, let's back it up, right? Beep, beep, beep. Go to the usual first question. Who the heck is DPB? Born, raised, where are you at now? Those sorts of things.
Okay, a born, raised New Yorker, for sure. Upstate New Yorker. We're like, my family are like gospel legends where I live at. Rockland community, Rockland, New York, Nyack, New York is where I was born, raised, and my mom started so many different choirs. She actually brought gospel to Rockland County. So, and she ended up playing for over like 36 choirs, from quartets to everything. So I was brought up with music, and my mom, who was a rock and roll Hall of Famer, opened up for people like James Brown, Moms Mabley, Elvis Presley, all those type of people like that. And come to find out, when she passed away, she was actually on the Billboard charts back then for juke music. And I was like, wow. My mom, she was legacy. Like, she was the start of like this whole juke music thing. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
It's like, how did you not know that growing up, right?
Right, because at that moment, if you heard her story, or if you heard the story, it would be more like she dedicated everything to God because of all the tragedy that she went through, to where that's all we were brought up with. So we didn't know the rock and roll mama, the whole thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
it was like a separate other life.
Correct. So, yeah, so she really left that, and really dedicated to like living in front of us. And my dad left, so she was the mom and dad to all of us, 5 of us. There was 5 of us, a brother and 3 sisters. And she's shown us what it is to really actually live for God and see what test trials come, how she always relied on God. So I understood that part growing up. But then even growing up, man, I ended up going astray from all that and those type of things. And of course, that's what happens to everybody. And next thing you know, I used to open up for Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J. I mean, not LL Cool J, but Kumo D and the different ones like that. And it was just like, that was my journey till God changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing what I'm doing for God and never changed. After 22, I've been doing what I've been doing for over 30 something years.
Yeah. I was going to joke, like Mama had two personas. There was the Mama persona, and then like by night, she was Alice Cooper, right? The rock and roll persona. But I purposely bring him up, but you're kind of more like him, like Alice Cooper from the Detroit area. This show is based out of Detroit. And, he grew up in a Christian household and all that. And like you said, then strayed from it, but then came back to God. And a lot of people consider Alice Cooper, as weird as that whole getup is, but really is good, evil, it's right, wrong, it's morals. They are almost more Christian rock band than some Christian bands are. And they have a lot of Christian fans, as I take it you do.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. I get it all from everywhere. Like, because of the simple fact that people just want something positive today. Because of all that's going on in the world today, can there be some type of light, some type of hope somewhere? So if I have to do it and I was the only one to do it, I would do it. Yeah. Even if everybody didn't like me doing it, I'm going to do it because I feel like I would want somebody to do that with me in my darkest times or something like that. So I don't mind being that person for that.
Yeah, there's more and more of that. To state it directly, the more kind of bringing positivity into rap. Now, obviously, all rock stars don't know each other. All country stars don't know each other. All rappers don't know each other. But I had Gista out of NULA, who's now in Dallas, on my show. So I figured I'd ask you he's kind of in the positive rap subgenre of rap also. Do you happen to know him?
No, I don't, because I created my own world. I stepped away from the industry to create my own world, the world of DPB. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you step out, I just started developing relationships all around the country. And it's more friendships than I did just like, hey, I came, did a concert here, I'm done with you. They ended up becoming a lot of my friends. So that kept me going for so many years because they knew I was real. I really cared. It wasn't just like a concert to me. I really cared about people. And I would take time with the people. Instead of hanging out the merch table, I would take time with people and talk to them and those type of things, because some people just want to be listened to and heard. And I'll listen and I'll give them my advice and those type of things. So I'm like a life coach mixed with music. So, but I like that type of stuff. Like this shirt I got on, No Bad Days. I wrote a book, No Bad Days.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't have that in my notes, so that's something I'll have to make a note about, that you have that book, so I can include it in the show notes. And the other thing is rap. I mean, there are collaborations in country and rock and all that too, but it doesn't seem to be as much as in all those other genres combined as to the collaborations that come out of rap. So I was thinking maybe you and Gista could get together and do a collaboration, because that's also intelligent marketing, right? Because you get introduced to his people and his people get introduced to you.
For sure. I'm always open for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I just, as long as it's positive, I'm good. Like, as long as it's directing people to a greater purpose in life, I'm good with
Exactly.
that type of stuff, man.
Yeah,
That's
you
just, you know.
you both are on that same page in that regard. And yeah, there's so much negativity and the
Correct.
nastiness to want to be for a better, greater purpose. And also, I wanted to move on to, you're up for an award, which I hope I will be able to have you back again later. We'll put it together as one show after you win the WAM, WAM, which is We Are the Music Makers, which I think should be WAMM, but they go wham. And that's going to confuse some Michigan listeners because there is a WAM radio, WAAM. W, because they all start with W in the United States, Ann Arbor, Michigan radio, WAM radio. So, you know, as the show goes on, say WAM, they might get confused. And if you get confused, I dare say to you, what's the matter you? Why haven't you been paying attention from the start of the show and you know the difference, right? But in all seriousness, oh, I can't talk. You know, the minute I hit record, my mouth stops working. Yeah. But anyway, tell us, how did that come about? What particular award are you up for? And to be frank, I've never heard of We Are the Music Awards before. I mean, there are a lot of different award shows, obviously, but so how did that kind of all come together?
To be honest, I have no clue. Like, because right now, because of the song Undefeated that I released, right now, it's up, it's FYC now for the Grammy, a Grammy. Right now, so it's for people's consideration. Hopefully it can get nominated for a Grammy. But the song itself, it actually been nominated for over 20-something awards.
Cool.
Different awards. Like, so next month, I think it's next month, I'm going to Opryland because the song is up for a Josie Award. You know what I'm saying? So there's different awards that the song is up for. So I forgot. I don't know how it got into WAM, but I'm thankful.
Oh, heck yes. Right?
You know?
Somebody's paying attention.
Exactly. So I'm excited about that. I mean, there's just a different awards that just come from everywhere. So I'm like, wow. Yeah. And so I'm thankful for it.
Well, after you get all these awards, you're going to have to send me a picture that I can put into the video of your trophy shelf with all the awards on it.
I sure will too.
Oh, so you mentioned one song, Undefeated. What's a couple? What are your album titles? A couple of them. A couple of your songs, other than the Undefeated.
Okay, so I actually have about 4 albums out. You have Re-ID. You have 3D PB. I was trying to blow up the 3D.
3D, yeah, that makes sense. 3D PB. You're thinking.
Come on. Album called Born to Worship. And some other albums that a lot of people have that never was released digitally. You know what I mean? So after that, I started releasing more singles. So I got a song called I Feel So Good Today. As we speak today, I just found out it's been #1 for 3 weeks on the Independent Music Network charts. And I'm like, wow, look at this. This is crazy. It's #1. And just like Undefeated was #1 for 5 weeks on the national radio charts, adult contemporary, top 40. So it's like, it's cool to see that my music causes, I mean, I got another song called Let It Go, because people hold on to things a lot of times and don't know that they're bound by the thing that they're holding to and can't get along with their life because of what? They didn't let it go. They didn't let it go. So I got a song called Let It Go. I got a song that is inspired by Bootsy Collins.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't a ripoff of Disney. Like, let it go, right? The Frozen movie.
Nah, I think Let It Go is in the song about 50 times. That's how many times Let It Go is. Like I will make a statement. I will make a statement like, all the bitterness you have inside, let it go. All the prejudice you try to hide, let it go. Time to get rid of all the pride, let it go. The people that hurt you, you gotta let it go. So
yeah, that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the let it go just never stops. It stays all throughout the song. And I keep on mentioning things that people I know, what I've gone through, and try to free some people up from all the bitterness they might have inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't only about the other person being forgiven. It is exactly. It's for you. And for those looking at the BitChute, Brighteon, Rumble, and YouTube behind the scenes channels, you see I jokingly put on the 3D glasses in honor of DBP's 3DPB album. So, okay, enough of that joke. My audience knows I cannot pass on any lame pun.
I love it though.
Like I say, things are so serious. You've got to be able to laugh. And,
for sure.
You've got to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, at your expense, and you be the butt of a joke, you got no business laughing at anybody else, right?
I agree with that. That's the truth. Correct.
Yep, absolutely. I did have circled in the notes, and you already mentioned though, how did it come about you happened to be there with Salt and Pepper? That Salt and Pepper, because that's obviously a name even people who don't like rap would recognize.
Right. All right. So, my brother, where I lived at in Rockland County, my brother was a big rapper in the city. And I always wanted to follow my brother, Carl Brooks. It was like, I always wanted to follow him. So I said, like, if he can rap, I want to rap. Then I became so good, he put me part of his group. That was a real big group. And then we started opening up for like the Salt and Peppers. I mean, I'm old school, Tila Rock. Kumo D did my 18th birthday party. It's like all the different stuff like that. So you start to get, once you're there, you're there. Everybody knows you to do those type of things. So you don't know who you're going to be on the next show with, on like Rakim, like all the different ones like that, being on the same bill as those people like that. So yeah, it just happened just being in New York and just becoming great at what you do. It will make room for you. That greatness will make room for you. And it made room. Next thing you know, I was on those stages.
Yeah. Another down the lame pun road, because with your last name, Brooks, we know you're Christian, not Jewish. I was going to joke. Are you a cousin of Mel Brooks? The Blazing Saddles guy.
You never know. You never know nowadays.
Right.
It can happen somewhere. But not that I know of.
Right. You just happen to share the same last name.
Right.
But again, and I'm glad I can see you're a very good-natured, fun-loving guy and can appreciate the bad puns. So I appreciate that. And, again, with everything being so serious, the need for jokes, and everything being so seemingly on the highway to hell at 250 miles an hour, seemingly no chance of slowing down, let alone doing a U-turn back to good, right? Your positive attitude and positive music is at least inching us, hopefully, towards that brake pedal to slow down and begin that U-turn process.
For sure. And there's a Bible verse I got that a happy heart is like medicine. So to me, that joy is something. The joy of the Lord is your strength. So we need laughter. We need the stuff just to make somebody smile. That's why I made the song, I Feel So Good Today. When you hear the song, it's going to make you smile. You ain't got no choice but just to smile like, man, I can conquer the day. This is the song.
Well, I hope it's less annoying than Pharrell's Because I'm Happy. Oh, my God, I hate that tune. No, we want happy, but that's annoying.
It ain't like that. It just says, I feel so good today. That's it's embedded. I feel so good today. And because that's something that somebody say when something's going good, man, I feel good today. This is a good day. Why not every day be that day?
And your upbeat, your positive can help bring, like I had on the show before, Bullseye the Clown, right? Even just clowning around and doing stupid stuff, if you can bring a smile to someone else's face, you're doing good, right? Correct. It's like the old Pantene commercial. They tell two people, then they tell two people, then, pretty soon you got a movement. You help one person smile, they help another couple smile. Pretty soon we're getting better as a society rather than, again, down that highway to hell. I'm going to move on because I also see here, it says you're an actor too. Anything we'd have seen you in?
No, I mean, no, not at all. We got some, like what follows the song Undefeated. We got a mini movie. And then we also got like another animation. We like right now we're flowing in animation. So like I Feel So Good Today, which is a song that's right now. I just looked at another chart, number 3 on the Christian charts. It went up number 8. It's in the top 8 on top 40. So it's like, the animation is like we're dealing with stuff. Like in the animation that we have on YouTube, it deals with anti-bullying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that's a big thing. Like,
it is. Yeah, that's the whole reason Bullseye the Clown was on. He was bullied. That's why he found, the humor and the clowning. Yeah. And he does the same thing. He's all about the anti-bullying message, although I dare say I don't think it's ever going to be eliminated. It's kind of a part of life, but to some degree, the amount of it and over that people understand that, hey, that was just kind of a part of life then and a phase of life. It isn't only what makes you you, and you can use that to build something good upon later.
Sure, for sure. Yep.
And it also says in Michael Stover's press package for you that I'm on his email list, so that's how I came across you. Mentions you have a clothing line?
I do. Like my T-shirts. I wish I had. I got just T-shirts for days. I got a sneaker. What else I got? I'm trying to see if I can show you something, but they upstairs. But like here go a T-shirt right here. I'm in God mode because I got a song called God Mode. Matter of fact, I ain't changed the Bible, but here go a souvenir Bible that I made. It's just stuff.
That's kind of like Lee Greenwood, right? The country guy, the God Bless the USA song that everybody knows has become a patriot anthem. He also released a Patriot Bible. So anything that helps go beyond preaching to the existing choir is a good thing. Any angle extra, because a lot of people are down on that. They're like, No, the Bible's got the black cover, say Holy Bible, that's it, nothing. But anything that can help market it a little better to bring people to it, I see as a positive thing. As long as, like you said, you're not changing the words inside.
Right, I'm not changing no words inside at all. I would never do that.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Podcast fans, get more about your favorite podcasts via deepcast.fm, transcripts, and all kinds of extra available information on your favorite podcast, including Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, is listed at deepcast.fm, as well as, are you a podcaster? Well, you can claim your free listing and more via Deepcast Pro. Check out tinyurl.com/DeepcastPro for podcasters for your free listing, and that's the number 4 in there. tinyurl.com/DeepcastPro for podcasters, the number 4, Deepcast Pro, the number 4 podcasters via tinyurl.com extension. Take care, all. You gotta check them out. Get more out of your podcast, whether you're the podcaster or the podcastee. Yeah, I think I just invented that word.
Although that's in part why I have this show. I say it's not a Catholic show, a Baptist show, a Methodist show, an Adventist show, a Protestant, or a yada, yada, all the different brands and flavors. Our Bibles can and do vary a bit. Translated somewhat differently from Aramaic, Latin, Hebrew, and Greek. Like I talk all the time, Matthew 7 isn't judge not. It is condemn not, because there are 12 other scriptures that tell you exactly to judge and how you are to judge. So, little things, we all get different, but we got to focus together on the things under Christ we agree on, rather than let Satan win, keeping us at each other's throats about, oh, that word is different in your Bible. You're not a real Christian. No. Satan wins when we do that.
You're right. You're exactly right. Good word, man. That was good.
Okay. Indeed. At any rate, that's an ongoing joke around here now. A lot of, you got to avoid the ahs and the ums in a podcast. Well, I started saying as a segue crutch at any rate. So now it's kind of like a trademark of me. I say it all the time. So indeed, at any rate, I try to keep my shows also at a relatively smaller rate. I could talk with people for 3, 5, 8 hours, but then nobody's going to tune in, right? So let's wrap it up, pun intended. See what I did there? Let's wrap it up. And indeed, where do people find you? Where can they reach out? You have a website and that sort of thing.
Yes. Everything that you can find online will be World of DPB, one word. So worldofdpb.com. If you're on Facebook, World of DPB. If it's Instagram, World of DPB. If it's TikTok, World of DPB. So it's so easy. If you just write down World of DPB, you'll get everywhere at me. That's it. That's just how it will go. Even to Spotify, everything. My YouTube channel, World of DPB. So, yeah.
That's right, because this is DPB's world, and we're all just living in it.
That'll be crazy.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it. Good luck out there touring. Good luck on these awards. Sure hope you win a bunch of them. And I hope to talk to you again sometime. Take care. God bless.
God bless you too. Thank you.
All righty then. For those that will get that now, showing my age, old movie reference, and those looking behind the scenes, you can see I've using Zoom, as I've told you I cheat to record my shows rather than a lot of those available and way too expensive studio operations to record. Can have guests on just as easy via Zoom. At any rate, you can see on the screen, if you're looking behind the scenes, at a screenshot I took of a Michael Stover press release, MTS Management, who is indeed associated with DPB. And it says, you can see the picture there, DPB tops the charts. Short film wins big at Christian Film Festival. Okay, I've stopped sharing the screen to the video, and you can see me waving the actual release so I can actually read part of what's at the bottom here now. That's if I can, because the print's kind of small, actually. I should have blew it up so I could read it, even with the glasses. At any rate, left to right, in that photo, Brent Beck, Festival Director Sean Green, and DPB, the positive rap artist, tops the national radio hits Christian airplay chart with his single, I Feel So Good Today, Happy Mix. His short film, Power in the Name Of, pulls down several awards at the Great Lakes Christian Film Festival in Buffalo, New York. Congratulations, DPB. In this person's mind, I'm sure many more accolades and awards will be coming. Really appreciate what you're doing, what others are doing. I talked to G-Sta and other rappers about, as you, bringing positivity to rap. I've spoken with other rappers about bringing Judeo-Christian foundation values of our nation also back into rap, rather than all the left-wing wokest communist garbage that's there, like a Bryson Gray, Topher, Tom McDonald, the Canadian white rapper, came down, now lives in the United States. So many more I can't think of right off the top of my head here. If you could find the video, conservative, little Marine rapper, and Conservatives with Attitude on YouTube while it lasts has got 5 or 6 various pro-America, pro-foundations of our country, pro for keeping the republic, not becoming a mobocracy, ineptocracy, or kleptocracy, as the left keeps trying to make us. But at any rate, Conservatives with Attitude, you can check that out. See many great, good, other positive rappers, pro-America, pro-wanting us to all lift all boats, not hold some people down. At any rate, gone long in this segment. Congrats, DPB. That's what this segment's supposed to be about. And again, yes, I expect you'll have many accolades to come going forward. Take care, all. God bless.
The Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, normally in conjunction and corresponding with articles, can normally, for the Saturday monologue shows, be found at thefordsnews.com, Substack, and find extended show notes, including related links, in the Buzzsprout episode edition of the transcript. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you, or autographed copies are available online direct from me via terrorstrikes.info/shop. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come, but for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
It is a myth that terrorism stopped during COVID. Unfortunately, mainstream media opted to prioritize pandemic hysteria over promoting all news. Terrorism continues. Simply hoping that it doesn't affect you is not a strategy. The new book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you, featured on The Author Show, is now available in paperback from bookstores, online, or as an ebook exclusively through Amazon Kindle. Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you by Joseph M. Leonard. Order today.